Okay, welcome back. So now we are on Unit 9, Skill 2, Level 2, moving forward with greatest common factors, but now we're going to add in variables with each thing that we're looking at. So let's start with this first scenario. So let's say we're looking at 30x squared and 24x to the fifth. And again, I'm probably going to over-explain it just so that you guys see how this works. Once you practice this a little bit, it'll be easier, and you probably don't have to do it this way. But I'm going to start with 30 and 24. And just like in the previous section, I'm going to list all the factors. So we're going to have 1 goes into 30, 2 goes into 30, 3 goes into 30, 4 does not, 5 does, 6 does, 7 doesn't, 8 doesn't, 9 doesn't, but 10 does, 15 does, and 30. So those are all the factors for 30. For 24, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Let's see, what am I missing? 3 and 8, 4 and 6, 2 and 12, and 1 and 24. So here are all the factors of 30 and 24. Again, we're looking for the greatest common one. So here's all the common ones. 1, 2, 3, 3. We have 6s, and it looks like that's it. So the greatest common factor here for the number portion is 6. So here's our GCF so far. 6 is going to be the greatest common factor of 30 and 24. And now as far as x squared and x to the fifth go, a good way to think about it is that x squared is just x times x, and x to the fifth is x times x times x times x times x. And now if we highlight common ones, so we have 1x here, 1x there, 1x there, 1x there, and now that's it. There's nothing else that I can highlight. You can see on each portion that there's 2 x's in common. 2 x's, in other words, x times x, that's really just x squared. And so the GCF in this case would be 6x squared. Okay? And now what's going to end up happening, once you've done this a couple of times, you'll notice that whenever you have a variable, let me change. Whenever you have a variable like we do here with the x squared and the x to the fifth, it's always going to be the smallest exponent that comes out with the GCF. Okay? And that's a few different ways to think about it. Okay, so I'll do, let's say, I'll do number 3. Yeah, I'll do number 3. So for number 3, okay, again, for 36 and 27, you're going to write out all the factors that go into 36. So that'll be 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, and I should have had more space. Because we also got 4 and 9. And now as far as 27 goes, we got 1 and 27, 3 and 9, and actually that's it. So common factors, we got 1, we got 3, we got 9. So in this case, 9 is the largest number. And then as far as x cubed and x squared goes, remember, it's going to be the smaller one that you use with the x. So it'll be 9x squared. And again, if you're not sure why it's x squared, remember what we did above. X cubed is x times x times x. X squared is x times x. And so if we're looking for common ones, we got 2 common, in each one, and that's why we use x squared. Okay, so that is a brief summary of what's going on in the second level here, and so you should be able to do these other ones now on your own. When you get to number 8, no big deal. You're just going to do it for all 3 at the same time, but nothing changes. Right here where we have the negatives, you can just use a negative number as the GCF there. Okay? All right, so thank you for tuning in, and good luck with these, and just make sure you check your answers and make corrections.